God bless you. Bless you all. Give me a second. Bless you. I said that I would be back. Good morning. Good afternoon. This afternoon over here. Hello. Bless you, Enoch. I'm not gonna be on for too long. Yes. There we go. I don't know how you're feeling. I said I'll be back one last time before this evening to make us 3 scopes for today. I was on earlier today as well. Virginia, I was on earlier, so if you missed it, go back and watch it. You just read my blog on fasting yesterday? Glory to God. You're feeling great? Thank you, Jesus. I'm trying to get on, earlier times during the day so I can reach more people. For those of you who are in different countries. Actually, could you touch what you're going through? So I just wanted to get on here and just talk about, discipline and fasting. Discipline and fasting. I always speak about fasting, but it's been a while since I've actually spoken about it, given it its own scope. I do believe that towards this end, as the year is ending, it's something that's really important for believers to try to, not just try to, but for believers to do. You must fast, you must fast more than just 1 day or 2 days. I challenge everyone here, to do at least 3 days fasting before the end of the year. Whether it be straight through, whether it be 6 to 6, or straight through, do it. You have to do it, before the year ends, especially for those of you who haven't been fasting all year. My conscience isn't disciplined. You're just crying about it. You don't have to cry about it. Amen. But discipline during fasting. What are some of the keys to fasting? What are some of the things to do when you fast? When it comes down to fasting, the best thing you can do is be aware of yourself. Understand, don't wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to fast today. Because that usually doesn't, end up good. You're probably going to eat food in the middle of the day. Be prepared. Be prepared, before you even go into it. A day before, 2 days before. God will show you what you'll be urged. He'll give you a lead in to fast for a specific amount of days, whether it be 1 day. Or if you're saying, okay, I'm going to fast every day this week, every day this week, every week of my life, then you do that. You make it Friday, make it Wednesday. I tell people, fast at least once a week every single day. Or at least once a week every single week. Sorry. Apologies for that. At least once a week. Not only when it's spirit-led, it's always going to be spirit-led. The spirit isn't going to, he's not going to force you to do anything. If you want to grow in the spirit, you're going to grow in the spirit. A lot of people say only when it's spirit-led, and they haven't fasted for months or weeks. You make the decision. You say, God, I want to grow in the spirit. God, I want to increase in things of God. I'm going to go on this fast because I want to be more sensitive. I want to go on this fast because I want to break through. I want to go on this fast so that I can know you. You understand? So you don't just wait until heaven's open, and then you hear the voice of the Lord says, I want you to fast for 3 days. No, you go on it on yourself, and that's why we have the at least once a week. You fast. You fast. And one thing that helps fasting, for those of you, a 24-hour fast once a week, that's fine. Just pick a day of the week, and you fast that day for the entire day. 12 hours, 24 hours, once a week. It'll do you wonders. And then as you do that consistently, God he'll lead you to other fasts. He'll say, go on a 5-day fast, go on a 3-day fast, go on a 40-day fast, or 21-day fast, go on a 77-day fast. He'll lead you to other fasts as you're committed, but you must want to. You have to want to do it. If you don't want to do it, if you're waiting for him to push you, then I don't know what to tell you. 24. Yeah, you could do a full day if you want to. You could do a half day. Those are 2 I recommend. Anything else, I would leave that for people, maybe a little for kids probably, or people who are having a real hard time, maybe taking medication, maybe you're diabetic, and you really don't want to push yourself because you may be afraid. You may not have faith in everything. I'll say, okay, maybe you could fast from 6-1, or 6-3 instead of 6-6. But anybody else, anyone, even if you're not healthy, God will heal you. I've seen him heal people doing fast, so it's not an issue. So you want to be dedicated. You want to write things down. That's another aspect. You writing things down, what you want to pray for. I'm going to show you what I wrote down for my 5-day consecration. The fast that I just got off, how I organized myself for mine. This is my notebook. I'm going through it right now. Amen. So this was what I wrote down during mine. This is the notebook that I had before I started the fast. As you can see on the top, I had a list of men of God who've helped me in my walk with Christ. I believe that says Jonathan Ferguson, Prophet Khan, Benny Hinn, John Eckert, Duncan Williams. And every day, Monday through Friday, I would sow a seed to each and every single one of them every day. After that, I had books to finish, books to read. So if you have Christian books, write books to finish. God Still Speaks by John Eckhart, Boot Camp Prayer, Jonathan Ferguson, Unshakable, John Eckhart, They Shall Expel Demons by Derek Prince, Experience of God and the Supernatural by Jonathan Ferguson. These are things that I plan to do during those 5 days of fasting. Then I went down what to study in the Bible. I said I would study the book of Luke, the life of Jesus, the book of Luke. On Monday, chapters 1-5, Tuesday, chapters 6-10, Wednesday, and it goes down all the way to verse 24. So I plan to finish the entire book in those 5 days. My main prayer requests, these are the main requests that I had during those days. And as I studied the Bible, as you can see, these are the notes from the chapters that I read in Luke, pages upon pages. I would spend about an hour or 2 hours on one chapter. Pages on pages, pages on pages on pages on pages, So write things down, be disciplined, make them clear, what you want to do, how you want to do it, what you want to do, how you want to do it, as you do the fast. See, these are all pages. These are all pages, So as you study, as you fast, write it down. Write it down. What's up? I got you this. Yeah. I'll shine it out. I didn't know you may like it. So if you don't, oh well. Yeah, so you want to write it out. Disciplining yourself in fasting. You want to write it out. Be organized. What do I want to accomplish during this fast? What book in the Bible am I going to read? What chapters? What regular Christian books am I going to read? What are my prayer requests? My main prayer points. Who am I sowing into? How much am I sowing into them each day? These are the main things that you want to focus on. Seriously, don't worry about your mind. I think about a lot of times when you fast, I tell people when you fast, what's in you comes out. So if you're struggling with something when you're fasting, that thing will be coming in you consistently. If you struggle with anger, when you fast, you're gonna get angry. If you struggle with lust and perversion, you're gonna have a lot of impure thoughts. Actually, especially if it's a stretched fast, if it's a long fast. If you if you're overly emotional during the fast, you're gonna be overly emotional. You may be attacked. So what's in you is gonna come in as well. And also you want to restrain from worldly activities. There's no reason that you'll be fasting and you're going to parties, that you'll be fasting and you're watching every TV show under the moon. You'll be fasting and you're texting everybody left and right. You're calling everybody on the phone. You're spending hours talking to people. That's not how it should be. Your fasting should be between you and God. And it's a decision that you're gonna make. The impure thoughts and the dreams, those are just God showing you what is in you. Now you need to get rid of them. Now you pray against them. Don't stop fasting and don't get discouraged. God is just showing you what's in you. So now you pray. God, I see what's in me. I see what's wrong with me. Help me to get rid of it. And you pray against it as you keep fasting. What also helps, especially if you're in a long fast, take the Holy Communion every day. Take the Holy Communion every day. Just get some. You don't have to be in church to take it. Just get some to juice and get some bread. If you don't have juice and bread, if you don't have anything, just get some water and a cookie. As long as it's something that's like bread, as long as it's something that's bread and something liquid, you take it and you take it as the blood and the body of Jesus. As you're fasting and you're taking that, it literally transforms your body. So especially for those of you who are struggling with the impure thoughts in your mind and the dreams, the Holy Communion is extremely effective in that area. It's extremely effective in that area. Yeah, so then if you're on day 2, you just keep fasting. The scripture for the Holy Communion, I do believe, is either John 5:58 or John 6:58. Yeah, you've done that before. You take it, either John 6 or John 5:58. I'm not sure. Just look it up. Correct me on that. Yeah, you take the communion every day you fast. If you're breaking your fast, you take it. You take it before you eat your regular food, and you just pray and you say, God, conform me to your image. Conform me to your image. I mean, if you're fasting, then you're already praying to God to change you. So you judge yourself. Don't be so afraid of the Holy Communion. A lot of times, the devil, he's done something in the church where he's made the thing that one of our most powerful weapons in the body of Christ. He's made people afraid of it. I've seen people come to my church and they're supposed to take it and they're afraid of it. All you do, you just pray. You say, God, just conform me to your image. God, if there's anything in me that's not supposed to be in me, just take it away. God, I judge myself before you judge me. Just take it and just drink it. Don't be so afraid, and don't make other people afraid of it. That is the blood of Jesus. It's blood in His body. So you're praying as you're taking it. I mean, you're already fasting. So you pray, you take it, you say, God, conform me to your image. Let me be in you as you're in me. And you take it, and it's literally a rejuvenation in your body, your spirit, your soul. For those of you, bad dreams, bad thoughts, as you do that consistently while you're fasting, you're going to notice a breakthrough in that specific area. And even in your physical body, for those of you who are sick, you're not in good health, take the body and the blood of Jesus. It'll help you in that area. It'll help you increase in that area. So these are all things that you can do when you fast. Can we still eat even though you're fasting? I wouldn't advise you to take it, while you're fasting, especially if you're just starting, because you may take it and then just eat, after, or you'll make it like, or you do it because you're hungry and you act like it's for God, You don't want to do that. So you want to wait until you finish the fast, especially if you're just getting started. If you're experiencing it, then you can do it. If you can do it when you're fasting. But if you're just doing it because it's the flesh and it's not really, you're just doing it so you get a break while you're doing the fast, don't do it. You wanna wait till you're completely done. Use it to break the fast when you're praying. Right before you eat regular food, use it to break the fast. Glory to God. Yeah, I've done it before, so I'm saying that speaking from experience. But as you get experience, you may be able to do that. You can do that without you. Yeah. You can fast for 12 hours during the day. I mean, a 6 to 6 fast is a 12-hour fast. 12 crackers just for You don't need to be eating a whole loaf of bread just because you're taking the Holy Communion. Just something little. Yeah, and as you increase, as you get disciplined, food becomes nothing. You can look at food, you can smell food, you can touch food, and it'll become nothing. Yeah, 6 to 6 is a good fast. That's the most popular one. Yeah, you don't want to do that. But these are ways that you discipline yourself, especially writing. Also, another thing that helps, for those of you who have cell phones, which I'm pretty sure is all of you, get a list. I wish I could show you what's on my phone. I have notes of prayers. I have prayers for finances, prayers for work, prayers for the ministry, people to intercede for, what to intercede for my community. So I have different notes filled with people's names, filled with prayer requests, and that keeps me prayerful throughout the day. So if I'm just walking around, I just go to my phone, I'll look at prayer requests, I'll pray the things that I've written down, and I'll just pray. Also, just praying in the Holy Spirit, praying in tongues throughout the day. If you're walking, pray in tongues. If you're driving, pray in tongues. If you're just by yourself, just praying the Holy Ghost. That keeps you in the Spirit consistently, especially with the whole prayer thing. But one of the most important things is the notebook. And as you're studying, get the Bible, get a notebook, write it down. As God speaks to you, write it down. Because as soon as you start writing, He'll speak to you even more and more and more. So it'll be, I believe that's Ezekiel. He says, line upon line, precept upon precept. He'll keep speaking to you. And by the time you're done, that's how you really spend. I spent about, during my fast, I was spending about 2 hours on one chapter. And it's not something that I really was used to, because it's weird. But when you really break it down, and you're writing it down, you come out with pages on pages, and you get so much revelation. So these are ways to be effective in fasting and to be disciplined in fasting. Pray. You always pray. Always pray that God give you grace to fast before you fast. A man of God once said that there's an angel assigned to pray and fasting and he'll help you. But even if for him to help you, you have to pray. Say, God, I'm going on this fast. I need your grace. I need your help. For this fast. I can't do it on my strength. It's like humbling it. It's like saying, God, I want to humble myself, but I need to humble myself for you to help me to humble myself. So literally, that's just saying, God, it's just you. It's not even me. I can't even do this without you. I can't even purge myself without you. So and that really helps you even more in a sense of itself. It helps you more. Should you eat a heavy meal after fasting? You can eat whatever you want to as long as you don't eat during the fast, but you don't want to eat too much because your stomach is going to hurt, and you don't want to eat too much because then you're going to be sluggish. So especially if you want to pray after, don't overfeed yourself. My dad used to say, what's the point of fasting if you eat everything that you fasted from the entire day? But I do believe that what matters the most is the discipline, the time that you don't eat and you spend with God. And before, you can do whatever you want to. I know people who said, oh, you're fasting 6 a.m., you shouldn't wake up 5 a.m. and eat. That's not true. You're fasting 6 to 6, then you can wake up 5:59 and eat if you want to. So don't be too religious. Don't be too deep for your own good. If you want to wake up early, if you have a busy day, you want to wake up early and get some coffee, get some food, and just spend time with God before 6 a.m., then you do it, and right after you do it, but it gets to a point where you'll be fasting and it'll be 6 o'clock and you wouldn't even really care, you wouldn't even really care. If you keep breaking the fast, then you have to pray for God to give you grace. You shouldn't be continually breaking the fast. If you're doing a long fast and you keep consistently breaking it, then you might have to start all over. Take a break and just start all over and pray that God give you grace, because you'll just be prolonging yourself and it'll be a cycle. You don't want to enter that. God does see if you're trying, but your trying shouldn't be like every day I'm breaking, every day I'm breaking my fast. You don't want to keep doing that. I know people who say, oh, I eat, but let me just extend my fast a couple of hours. I don't believe in that as well. I believe if you're fasting, you don't break. And if you eat during the fast, that day's fast, then, you may still have gained spiritually, but you've broken the fast, you understand? So the next day, you don't. You don't break the fast. Because that's what's important to God, the dedication, the commitment. You put the time aside just for Him. You put it just for Him. Anything before and after you can, And if you're going on a long fast, if you're doing 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. on a long fast, you don't eat anything, unless you're doing a Daniel fast and you're eating fruits and salads, yeah. But if you're doing a regular fast, you're not going to eat salads, you're not going to eat fruits, you're not going to eat anything. It's just water. Someone asked, can I drink juice? If you're doing a liquid fast, then you do it. But as well, as I said, what are you doing during the fast? If you're doing a liquid fast, then you let God know. You know what I mean? 5-day water fast. So I let God know I'm doing just water. So if you're doing a liquid fast, okay, 5-day liquid fast, and I'll be drinking juice, I'll be drinking, shakes, I'll be drinking all these things and not just water, then you write it down. You let them know, so you can keep yourself disciplined, because it can be liquid, then okay, salads, then okay, food. You pick something and you stick with it. Or if you're doing a dry fast, no water, no liquid, you're gonna say dry fast, nothing at all. So it's all about being committed. It's all about knowing what you want to do. And also, if you're doing a few days, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., just because you broke your fast on 6 p.m. that day, if you know you're fasting the next day, 6 a.m., it doesn't mean your fast is over. You may have eaten that 6 p.m., but you're still fasting for those prolonged amount of days. So just because you broke your fast at 6 p.m., it doesn't mean that you should go out and be watching. You should go out to It doesn't mean that you should go out to and be partying and watching everything and talking to everybody. Still be committed to God even though you broke your fast. Now you can eat, you can do other things, but don't be all over the place when you know you have to fast. Don't get so much in the flesh when you know you have to fast the next day. Don't not pray just because you broke your fast. You break your fast and you still remain and pray. You still keep that spiritual sensitivity on. Unless if you get so much in the flesh, then you have to start all over again. I said live out. Can smoothies be a part of the liquid fast? Yes, smoothies can be a part of the liquid fast. I know when I was doing my 40-day fast, I didn't do. I know people who would. Some people they advise, just get some fruits and some vegetables, some healthy stuff, and blend it and drink it. So you can do all that, especially on a prolonged fast. Because one thing about fasting that you have to learn is fasting is not just for your spirit, it's also for your physical body. So and there are some people who go on 40-day fast, and they're not even Christians. They go on a fast for their physical, and they call it detoxification. So you can you can go in and literally. So as you increase in the spirit, you also purify your physical body, and when those two come together, you'll be at the top, in everything. You'll be able to, you have so much energy, and your spirit will be on fire, so it'll be good. So you can, get some healthy drinks if you're doing a liquid fast, and for your body as well. But don't get so focused on the physical benefits that you forget about the spiritual benefits and feeding your spirit as well. Here are some of the things. Abstain from acidic foods during a long fast. You don't want to be drinking orange juice and things that are acidic, so that you won't hurt your stomach, and you won't be in pain, and then you'll say it's a demon. Be careful of the things you take in. Do some research. You don't want to take in too much acidic food during the long fast, so you won't hurt yourself. Also, drink if you're doing a liquid fast. Drink as much water as you can to cleanse your body. Cleanse your body, drink as much liquid as you can. Don't say, oh, I'm super spiritual, I'm doing a liquid fast, but I'm only going to drink 1 bottle of water a day. Unless you don't really care. But if you're in pain, if your stomach is cramping up, and you're being too spiritual and say, I'm only going to drink 1 bottle of water a day, you're just hurting yourself. Drink as much water. Now you get to the point where you've already cleansed your body, and you don't really experience any pain or anything, so it doesn't really matter to you. But if you're just getting started, a long fast it will be uncomfortable, and it's not a demon fighting you, it's not the devil fighting you. It's literally your body, because you're detoxifying yourself. Yeah, drink a lot of water, especially if you're in a long fast and you're not thirsty. Get a gallon of water. You want to drink as much water as you can to cleanse your body. The more water you drink, it'll get to a certain point, a certain amount of days, that you have so much energy inside of you because you've cleansed out all the garbage that was in you. So you have more energy when you are fasting than when you weren't fasting naturally. Yeah, so you have to drink water even if you don't like it. It's really important. Someone asks, was it typical for liquid fast? The longest I've heard for a liquid fast is about the longest I've heard someone go on a liquid fast. Well, the typical for a liquid fast, it could be anything, but the typical is about a 40-day. That's the normal. That's the normal length that people usually go up to, 40 days liquid. I've had some cases of people. I've heard Brian Collins say he went on 88-day fast, but I don't know if that was just liquid. I know some people who were on 77-day fast and they only ate once a day. That was Prophet Kofi Danso. He said he only ate once a day for 77 days. So there are different type of fasts, but drink a lot of liquid, drink a lot of water especially. Don't just go on a liquid fast and drink everything else besides water, because you'll be harming your body. Drink more water than anything else. And pray. Get in the Word. You want to read as much Bible as you can. You want to get as much Word inside of you as you can. You want to get under the glory of God as much as you can. You want to get under the power of God as much as you can. You want to worship as much as you can. Spend that time in His presence. Spend that time in His presence. A 62-day fast and veggies and water. Yeah, as long as if you plan it out, you just, I believe that's a Daniel fast. Eat that spiritual food. Yeah. Man shall not live by bread alone, but every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God. You're not trying to lose weight. Well, you're gonna lose weight if you're going to the long fast. You're gonna lose weight. You're gonna lose a lot of weight, especially if it's a long fast or if it's a Daniel fast. But you'll be healthy. That's the thing about it. You'll have so much energy, and you'll be healthy even though you've lost that weight. Also, what's important? Have someone who keep you accountable. If you have people who live around you, people who you're always around, tell them, I'm going on this fast. Now don't go out and tell the entire world, but tell people who are above you, people who keep you accountable. People, if someone's doing it with you, there's nothing wrong with telling them as well. So you wanna have people keep you accountable. My most successful fast was when I told people who I'm always around. I said, "Look, I'm going to consecration." When I told you, like how I told you guys, I'll be going on the consecration 5 days. I didn't have any other option, but to go on it, because I told people, So these are the ways that you keep yourself accountable, because you don't want to be in and out, in and out, in and out. Now don't go out to the whole world. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, but. So these are ways to discipline yourself spiritually through fasting. And as you fast, your sensitivity to the things of God is going to increase tremendously. Your spirit man is going to be renewed. The angels around you are going to be empowered. One thing people don't understand is that you see, Bible says that the angels were seen ascending and descending. They were ascending first before they were descended. What does that mean? So there are angels assigned to the earth. So before they ascended, before they descended, they were ascended. And how is that important? Because if you're a Christian, if you're a believer, if you're anybody, and you have an angel assigned to your life, and you're not spiritually strengthened, that angel around you is going to lose strength. It's going to become weak. And that's the truth. Because angels, they get their power from the glory of God. It's them being around God's presence, His throne, that empowers them to do their assignment. So if you're a Christian and you don't pray, you don't fast, you don't surround yourself with the glory of God, there's nothing that your angel is going to eat from. So and that's why you pray and nothing happens, because your angel is not going to move. It's not going to do anything. It's too weak to complete that assignment. But once you begin to build yourself up in the spirit, you'll see your angel even going to other people. And that's why a lot of people say, I saw you in my dream. I saw you in my dream doing something for me. I saw you in my dream pushing me over a wall. Like Chantel said, I saw you in my dream doing this, doing that. Why? Because I'm fasting, I'm praying, I'm feeding my spirit. I'm surrounding myself with the glory of God, and angels are attracted and they feed off of the glory. And I'm empowering even my angel to go and help others. You understand? So these are the way these things work. So you want to surround yourself with true worship. Surround yourself with the glory of God. Surround yourself with His power. It'll strengthen you. The men of God who do the greatest are usually those who have the strongest prayer and fasting lives. Those who fast the most and pray the most, those are the ones who you see usually doing the greatest things for the kingdom and operating heavily with a lot of angels. If they see your angel harming them in a dream, it's not your angel. An angel of God will not harm anybody in the dream, unless they're a demon. But I don't think, your angel is going to go and harm people. Just because they saw you, harming them does not necessarily mean that is your angel that they saw. You understand? So I'm not saying that every time someone sees you in a dream is your angel. That's not true. You know, so if you wanna operate in the power of God, if you wanna operate in the supernatural and the angelic, you know, you fast, you fast, you fast, you fast. Yeah, and you become more sensitive to the Spirit. You become more sensitive to the voice of God. You become more sensitive to His leading. You become, you know, He'll be speaking to you. You'll be able to know. Your gifts will be sharpened. Everything about you will be sharpened when you live a constant life of prayer and fasting. Yeah, even if you haven't been dreaming in a while, when you start fasting, you're gonna have dreams upon dreams upon dreams upon dreams upon dreams. You know, it was during my 40-day fast that I started dreaming. I think it was either my 40-day fast or my 77-day fast that I started dreaming, you know, heavily. So you'll be dreaming a lot, you know, when you fast. And as you fast, as some people may say my dreams are weird, that usually does happen if you start fasting. But as you continue on, it'll become clearer as well, you know. So don't just stop fasting because you're having weird dreams. Yeah, you don't do that. You know, don't fight your sleep just so you won't dream. I was there as well. I used to eat a lot. I heard that people say, oh, if you eat a lot of food, you won't dream at night. So I would eat so much food just so I wouldn't dream, but I'll still dream. You know, so God used to get me in that area. So God will still put you to sleep because He wants to speak to you. So you have to. So it's not something you can run away from. So don't run away from that gift. You don't want to run away from that. Yeah, you fast. You can fast 1 day a week, 2 days a week, 3 days a week. Water fast. You know, it's all about your hunger. The Holy Spirit, He can tell you specifically to fast. But if you don't want to fast, you're not going to fast. Whether He tells you or not, He can be telling you and you won't fast. You know, so it's good to have a personal fast that you know you're fasting on your own. Even if the Holy Spirit didn't say specifically fast, you fast on your own. It shows them your hunger and your thirsting. And even as you're hungering and thirsting to fast, you know, He will lead you on other fasts. But He's not going to lead you on a 5-day fast if you never fasted a day in your life. You know, if you don't show any desire to fast, why would He say to go on 40 days for? You know, what's the point? Why would He say go on a 21-day fast when you don't want to fast? You know, so you must show that dedication. You must show that wanting. Just fast. And a lot of times we wait for the Holy Spirit to tell us, but a lot of times you thinking about fasting for a certain amount of days, that's Him speaking to you. That's Him telling you, I want you to fast for these amount of days, and you're thinking about it. So that's literally just Him telling you, you know, and you'll gain from it. You'll gain from it.
That was a quick scope. It's a quick scope.
Yeah. How long have I been on?
It's 1 hour.
No, it's like 20 minutes. He doesn't trust his dreams. It must be the piece of yeah, that's funny. Yeah, so these are ways to discipline yourself in fasting. As I said, I have a blog on fasting. Just go to my website. The beginning of the year, the beginning of the year is a good time to fast. Any day is a good time to fast, you know. But if you only wait for the beginning of the year, then I mean, are you gonna fast 12 hours a day every day of your life? You know, if you want to do that, I don't think it's possible, but you can do that for a set amount of time. But you can, thinking how, because of how hungry you are, you can do it. But 12 hours a day, every week, or twice a week, or 3 times a week, that's perfect. You know, up to you. Yeah, it's up to you. You know, 12 hours a day, 66, that's fine. You know, as you get deeper, God will call you. Maybe He'll say, go do it 24 hours a day now. You know, every week, once a week. You know, these are ways to do it. You know, as you strengthen yourself in the Spirit, your dreams will be clearer. So don't feel too crazy about that. You know, don't overthink it. You know, also my sermon from Sunday is on YouTube now, so you can go out and watch it. It's on YouTube, and the other one is on YouTube as well. I forgot which one it was, but if you missed it on Periscope, just go to my YouTube and watch it. I put a lot of these videos up there. Yeah, so if you feel as if you don't know who God is, and you don't want, and you feel and you're getting frustrated, you fast. A lot of times God gives us a hunger for Him. He's the one who gave you the hunger for Him. Now that hunger for Him can only be satisfied, by pushing yourself to do more than what other people will do. So if you're frustrated that you don't know Him, and you're doing more than other people are doing, He said He's just calling you to go deeper, pray more, fast more, spend more time in His presence. These are ways to get to know Him. And you'll be growing spiritually without you even knowing it, especially when you fast. And so, I'm about to let you guys go. That was the fast. I do have my brother and the Lord here with me. Edgar.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
This Prophet Edgar.
Prophet Edgar.
Yeah.
So go in the fast. Don't let the flesh take over, yo.
Don't let the flesh take over you. You heard him. Go on a fast. Spend time with God. Grow in the spirit. These are ways to grow, and be disciplined. So I'll see you guys later tonight. We're gonna pray. God did great things last night. We had healings. A lady said that a cyst disappeared while we were praying. So imagine that. So God He's releasing more healings. He's gonna release more healings tonight as well. So I'll see you guys later tonight, probably around 9, 10ish. I'll see. But be blessed. Have a great night. Have a great day. A great rest of your day. And I'll see you. Amen.